introduce our next speaker because if we talk about like entrepreneurship, marketing, the person that will come up to your mind is our next speaker. So for our next talk, our next topic is about four gates of entrepreneurship. So lahat ng nandito nga, I'd like to invite you all to the presentation area. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you a round of applause to the Chairman and Chief Innovation Strategies of Mansmith and Fielders Inc. Please welcome on stage, Mr. Josiah Go.
Kiss me,
Woohoo!
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm going to talk about four gates of entrepreneurship. I only have 30 minutes. I have 12 slides. So tingnan natin. So kung saan naabutin, no? I'll try to finish everything. But number one is that about 14 years ago, we set up something called Day 8 Business Academy. It's a foundation. There's a table there with my books. It's a foundation helping SME. So there are so many things that can be done there. But before that, another decade, we have been working with SMEs, no, helping them through Entrepreneur Magazine and through Business World. So what I'd like to show you are learnings for 3 decades. Learnings about entrepreneurs who succeeded and entrepreneurs who failed. Kasi hindi naman lahat nag-succeed eh. And so what are the circumstances? And so we develop a framework called Four Gates, no? In fact, we put it in the book. Took us 30 years to put it in a book and update it, no? So that's the book. And as you can see, this is now number 1 in National Bookstore, number 1 in business, number 1 in entrepreneurship, number 1 in nonfiction, and included in the best business or best books for the year, no? But I only have 30 minutes. I'm doing injustice. Kasi makapalit pero bite-size lahat. Every topic, mga 2 or 3 pages. So I'm gonna try to tell you what you should know. Okay. And by the way, couple of things that I'd like to tell you is we practice what we preach. So when we tell you, this is how it's done, we're not exempted. We show you the result ourselves. That makes a big difference. And in this case, we broke the 82-year-old book launch record of National Bookstore. Yung bookstore kasi usually may book launch, no? Tapos siyempre may benta. Yung mga pinakamalaking benta every year, we broke it. And so that was only last month, no? So I want to show you, what is a gate. Bakit 4 gate? And a gate is more than a physical structure, di ba? Pag hindi ka makapasok, sorry na lang. And kung gusto mo pumasok, it's very intentional. Kailangan gusto mo pumasok. Di ba, no? It's a progression, it's a transition point to a new opportunity, and you have to be interested to get into that. If you're not interested to enter each of the 4 gates, sorry na lang, if you enter gate 1 and 2, hindi ka umabot ng 3 and 4, hindi ka pa rin magiging successful. That's what we have discovered. So ano yung mga gates na yun? So there are 4 gates. The first gate is called preparation. Successful entrepreneurs prepared. Those people who are not successful, medyo malabo, hindi sila masyadong prepared. So sa first gate alone, makikita mo na kung magiging successful o hindi kasi prepared eh. Ngayon, kadalasan akala ng tao, akala ng entrepreneur, prepared sila. Hindi pala. I'll tell you, ano ba ibig sabihin ng preparation? Ano ba dapat i-prepare? Second gate, nakapasok na kayo first gate. Second gate, marketing. You have to market. Nakapasok kayo sa second gate, you need to go to the third gate. Anong gate yun? Execution. You need to execute. Hindi magmamarket kayo, o tapos paano yun? How do you do everything? How do you order stocks? How do you deliver it? How do you replenish? How do you get things done? Kasi minsan nagbabag down. Walang execution. O kaya nag-execute, medyo may problema, ayaw na nila. Ano yun? Gate number 4 is called self-leadership. You meet a crisis and you decide ahead of time that you are going to survive the crisis. Maraming nagtatanong sa akin, ano ba ang technique? Ano ba ang strategy? Pag nakaroon ng crisis, what do you do? Gate number 4. How do you, what is it? What do you do in order to survive? And I tell them, the most important thing is not a strategy. The most important thing is a decision that you make. You decide that you want to be successful. After you decide, hahanapin mo na yung sagot eh. Pero kung hahanapin mo yung strategy, kuha-kuha ka ng strategy, walang mangyayari doon. That's what we have discovered. So I'm gonna go deep dive. Medyo, I'm going to do. And I'm going to marry the 4 gates with what we call what is an entrepreneur. And there are 5 elements of an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is an owner. Kayo, how many are entrepreneur? May business kayo rito. Raise your hand. You're an entrepreneur. Okay, how many aspire an entrepreneur? Wala pa kayong negosyo, you want to have a business. Okay, good. So you invest in resources. Resources alone, that's a commitment. Pero may problema. Kadalasan kasi kulang ang resources. Pero pag tinanong mo yung entrepreneur, bakit hindi ka kumuha ng kasosyo? Ayoko, gusto ko ako lang. Pero kulang nga yung pondo eh. So ang sinasabi nila sa amin, ayoko. I don't want to do what's needed. I want to do what I want. Patay ka agad yun. Bakit? Kasi it's not what has to be done. Tama? So an owner who invests resources, including, hindi lang financial, time and effort. Hindi po pwedeng you invest and then you abandon. Brings idea to life. Meron ka idea. Then you want to bring it to life and you set directions. Dito directions natin. This is what we want to do. Manila lang tayo or Manila and Luzon lang tayo o nationwide tayo. Yun ang directions, no? And you make things happen. And finally, you create value. Ito yung laging nakakalimutan ng tao. How do you create value? Ibig sabihin, pag wala kayo, wala yung negosyo nyo, ano mawawala sa customer? What will customer lose? And for the entrepreneurs in this room, I want you to answer one question. If your business will not operate today, wala yung negosyo nyo, ano mawawala sa customers nyo? Kasi pag ang sagot nyo, wala. Wala kayong strategy. Tama po ba? It's not adding value. Kailangan masagot nyo yan. Pag wala ang business ko, ito mawawala. At saka hindi yung pilit ha. Kailangan talagang may value creation. Okay? So having said that, very exciting na dito, no? Okay, so you can see in the middle, so I'm gonna go to the side later. In the middle, you can see paano ba kumita. And there is a concept called wealth creation principle. Nakikita natin, you start with cash. Ito yun, di ba? You start with cash. Ito yun, cash. You buy inventories. Kung magpautang ka receivable, kolektahan nyo. Basically, very easy. Meron kayong puhunan, bumili kayo ng product, pag ibenta nyo, pag pinautang nyo, kailangan masingil. Pag hindi umikot yun, mamawalan kayo ng cash. Ibig sabihin, pag hindi kayo nakasingil, ano mangyayari? Di gate 4, self-leadership. May problema kayo. Kailangan you have to say, well, charge to experience, you learn. Di ba? So ano yung problema? Halimbawa, hindi kayo, nag-order kayo, hindi dumating, paano yung crisis na yon? Tapos binenta nyo, hindi kayo makasingil, crisis na naman yon. So all of this, halimbawa, tapos, kailangan nyo ng cash, pero kulang ang cash nyo. Ano gagawin? These are all gate 4 issues. Tama? Pero to make money, it's very simple. Huwag na natin gawing complicated. Yun lang, wealth converting principle. Di ba, no? O ngayon, pagka gusto niyong simplihan, edi sell on cash. Di ba? O wala kayong receivable, you buy, you sell, cash. Edi tapos, usapan, mas maganda nga yan. Before you sell, may deposit. You get it? No? Okay, having said that, you have 3 M's for preparation. Okay? 3 M. First M, money. Siyempre, pag nag-prepared ka, siyempre, hindi lang idea, kailangan may pera yan. Or access to money. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi mapera, access to money, may magpapautang sa'yo o meron kang kasosyo, di ba? So money. Pangalawa is you need a business model. This is where many entrepreneurs failed. Wala silang business model at hindi nila naintindihan. Ano yun? Business model, there are 11 building blocks and you need to answer. Ano yung negosyo ko? What are the building? Sino target market ko? Ano ang value proposition? Ano ang channel? Ano ang revenue model ko? Ano ang marketing strategy ko? Dapat very simple, 11 questions that they're all interrelated and it becomes your business model. Kasi kadalasan, meron sagot pero iba. Hindi complete. Kaya minsan, dahil hindi complete, maraming problema kasi hindi pinag-isipan. But there's a third M in preparation. It's the M of mentoring. Kasi pag walang experience, kung meron kang mentor, sasabihan ka ng mentor. Hindi ka pa nakakamali. Your mentor will already warn you. Ingat ka dyan. This is what can happen. Pero kadalasan, walang investment in mentorship. Di ba, no? A mentor-mentee is a relationship. You do not approach anybody. Halimbawa ako, marami pong nag-approach sa akin, can you be my mentor? And nagugulat ako. Hindi ko siya kilala. Ngayon ko lang nakilala. Biglang, can you be my mentor? Parang, laki ng responsibility being a mentor. Di ba, no? Hindi ko nakikita sa klase ko, hindi nakikipag-interact sa akin. Parang, will you marry me? Parang, siyempre, yung sagot, no, di ba? So I want you to think very important to. And then we go to marketing. 3 M dito sa kita, sa ilalim. First, mindset. Ano ang mindset ng marketing? Ang mindset ba innovation? Innovative ba ang mindset? O gaya-gaya mindset? Kasi po, kung gaya-gaya, yung binebenta niyo, binebenta ng iba, edi ang difference noon, presyo na lang. And your margins will be very small. Okay, but if your mindset is, I want to innovate, but do you know how to innovate? There are so many ways to innovate. In fact, there are 9 ways to create value. Alam niyo ba yung 9 ways to create value? Pag-isipan niyo, no? And then, you have mindset, and then you have market. Sinong gusto niyong ibentahan? Kasi kadalasan, tinatanong po namin, sino customer niyo? Ang sagot, lahat customer namin. And my answer is, kung lahat customer niyo, if you wanna sell to everyone, you sell to no one. Sagot ng mga tamad. Hindi nag-iisip. Di ba? So I want you to think, who is really your customer? And why do they buy from you? And the third M is message. Pagkaharap mo na yung customer, ano sasabihin mo? Di ba, no? In fact, medyo naglalakad ako kanina eh. No? Naglalakad ako. And I was thinking, ano kaya ang messaging nila sa akin? Di ba, no? Kasi ang daming nag-visit sa booth eh. So, importante yon messaging, hindi po ba? Pero parang binibigyan ako ng brochure, parang okay, walang messaging. Kasi binibigyan ako ng bag, o souvenir po. Parang, okay, yun ang message sa souvenir po, di ba, no? Now, I'm not saying that what they're doing is wrong. Maybe it worked for them. But what I'm saying is, hindi maliwanag yun messaging. Kasi you have a chance, dumaan sa harapan niyo ang customer, nakipag-usap sa inyo, meron kang ilan segundo, ano ang sasabihin mo sa kanya? Kung meron kang 5 seconds, ano ang sasabihin mo sa kanya? Importanteng planuhin yon. Hindi po ba? And then, you have execution, tatlong M, machinery. This involves your team. Parang political machinery. Di ba? You have a team who will make things happen. But the team has to be well-trained. Kasi pag hindi well-trained, marami po kayong warm body, maraming activities, walang progress. Sa totoo lang, ang dami kong nakikitang activities in different companies, but there is no progress. Bakit? Hindi planado. Pati execution, kailangan pinaplano. Hindi ba, no? So you have machinery and then you have methods. Ano ho ang method? What are critical strategy, critical activities that you have to do? The processes that you will routinize that can help you fulfill your strategy. Pero kadalasan, kulang ang process. Marami nagbebenta ng IT. Okay? Maganda po yon. Tutulungan kayo sa process. Pero ano po kulang? Strategy critical. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mauna yung strategy. Pag wala strategy, kalimutan mo na yung process. So kailangan, importante, tulungan po natin ano ang strategy muna para malaman ano ang process. Hindi kasi merong process pero walang strategy. And the third M sa execution is you have management skill. Management skill is about, do you have the ability to deliver, to get things done, to to make your strategy come alive. And if you have the skill, ano yun skill na yun? People skill, leadership skill, ang daming skills na kailangan. And each one is related to a particular gate. The last thing is called self-leadership, moving forward. What we have discovered is those people with a sense of purpose. The sense of purpose, by the way, doesn't have to start. Marami pong negosyante walang sense of purpose sa umpisa. Gusto lang nila kumita. Okay lang yon. Lahat tayo gusto kumita eh. Pero after a while, those people with a sense of purpose, mas malalim, they want to stay. Why? Because they understand that many people are dependent on them. So the moving forward, they want to move forward. They are committed to that. They meet a crisis, kausap ang BIR, they meet a crisis, alam nila ayusin na yan. They meet kulang ang stock, they meet whatever, binaha ang warehouse. Okay lang yan. All of these are problems, but you need to confront them. Moving forward, and then mission, which is, I said, the purpose. Importante sana may mission tayo sa buhay. It's not just about making money, but what is our business for aside from making money? That it becomes a rallying point for everyone. And finally, moving forward, and then you have mission, then you also have mastery. Mastery means you have self-awareness, you're self-aware. And suddenly, alam mo yung kulang, alam mo ang hindi mo alam, you are conscious, you're consciously unconscious of something. Hanapin mo yung sagot kasi you're consciously unconscious. Iba yun, unconsciously unconscious. Hindi mo alam ang hindi mo alam. Hindi mo hanapin ang sagot. Pag hinanap mo yung sagot, then you'll have mastery. So this is long and short I would like to just share with you. And so biglang meron akong sign last 10 minutes. So I'm gonna stop here and I'd rather answer your question rather than proceed. Is that okay? O, kasi para mas relevant, mas customized para sa inyo. Okay, thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Josiah Go. Thank you so much, Mr. Josiah Go. Once again, ladies and gents, a round of applause. And it is now the perfect time to ask questions. Wait, I'll go down. So if there's anyone who would like to ask question,
By the way, while waiting for people to ask questions, I just want to tell you I have two people there in that table. I will stay for a while. If you have books, I'll just sign it there before I leave for my next engagement. No? Okay. So, Anne,
thank you, Sir Josiah. Anyone who would like to ask question, ito na. That was the perfect time. Okay, doon muna tayo sa likod. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Julie.
Julie.
Hi, Sir Josiah.
hi.
Thank you for being here.
Sure.
Such an inspiring talk. My question is, with the modern and digital marketing racing right now, I'm interested to know what is your evergreen advice from someone like you who started in the marketing realm way, way back. Thank you.
You know, by the way you express it way back is
Grabe
suddenly
naman.
making me feel. Teka mo na, di naman ako kasing tanda na way back. Kasi yung kamay mo medyo malayo, no? Di ba? So, medyo, I started early actually, no? Number one is that when I started in business, wala pang digital eh. Maganda nga mag-start ng business ngayon. May digital. Mag-Facebook lang kayo eh. Tapos makikita ng kaibigan niyo. Eh, nung panahon namin, wala nun. Di ba? O, puro face-to-face. So, it's a lot cheaper. At saka pwede nyo bulungan yung kaibigan mo. I-like mo naman para makita ng kaibigan mo. Pwede pwede mong bulungan. You can come up with, sometimes you can do giveaways. Di ba? Oh, so these are some of the things. By the way, if you're interested in digital, December 3 and 4, we have an event on digital business building. Go to Mansmith and or ask the table there, what is the site? And we have a 2-day conference on digital business building. We invited those people who have done it from major company. They will teach you how do you create a digital team, no? How do you do that? What's a digital business model all about? And so forth and so on. Plug lang ha, plug. And
Thank you. Yan, perfect time to learn. Anyone else who would like to ask questions? Meron kanina nagtaas ng kamay. It's okay. Don't be shy. Question. Raise your hand if you'd like to ask question. Come on.
Ay, good afternoon po, Idol, sir.
hello.
Hello po, sir. Tatanong ko po, sir, sana magka-book po ko sa inyo. Magkano po yung book ng volume 1 to volume 4? Affordable po ba, ma'am? Affordable po ba, sir?
Yeah, the book on in four gate model
Apo.
entrepreneurship. Wala pa 500.
Wala.
408 makapal yun ha. So I think 500 plus pages pero bite size.
By
Which means there are more than 100 plus section. Each section is 2 or 3 pages.
Apo. Available po ba sa lahat?
Dito, ansa no?
Diyan po.
Limited copies lang. Ang dami nyo eh. Pero I think I have 20 or 30 copies there.
Salamat
So
po.
that's about it.
Apo. Salamat po. God
Sure.
bless po. Apo.
Thank you. Bite size, yung mismong size, but there's a lot of learnings na, wow, valuable learnings, yes? Hello.
Hi, good afternoon, Sir
Hello.
Sir Josiah.
Yeah.
If you are an entrepreneur and you have a business strategy and you think that it's a failure, when will you stop, or what is your threshold for that?
If you lost your if you lost your passion already, wala na eh. Kung wala ka na rin source ng funding, talaga no choice ka na. Pero before you stop, the best way is to understand why did you fail in the first place. Kasi nag-fail ka ba talaga because of what you're offering? Or you failed because of your operating model? Para pwede mong adjustin. Kasi marami sinasabi sa akin, eto, palit sila ng palit yung ino-offer nila. Sabi ko, ba't ka ba palit ng palit? Hindi kinakagat eh. Nung in-analyze namin, there is nothing wrong with their offering. What's wrong is their operating. Kalat na kalat sa loob. Kalat na kalat sa loob. And this is where what is killing the entrepreneur. Akala niya, mali, papalitan niya, palit ng palit. Wala naman nangyayari. So can you imagine, sabi nila, nako, gusto ko mag-experiment na lang. Pero kung walang knowledge, it's going to be very expensive loss. Diba? So you need to keep learning, and ask yourself, keep reading, keep learning, keep attending like this, no? Okay?
Thank you, Sir Josiah. And we have one more question here. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Marites ng Pasig. In
Marites.
Facebook, Marites ng Pasig. And I am with EMS Suki Rewards. I would just like to know if you believe in company collaborations. Kasi nakikipag-collab kami sa iba't ibang company.
Yeah. Collaboration is one of the ways to create value. And you don't have to do it yourself. You can create value by doing collaboration. But here's the point about collaboration. Are you equal in collaboration o hindi kayo equal? So I want you to think, Uber and Spotify na-collaborate. Apple and let's say another company, Nike, na-collaborate, equal brand. Halimbawa, Apple will collaborate with Sputnik. Never heard brand. Sa tingin mo, kaninong pabor ang collaboration? Kay Sputnik, hindi kay Apple. Ngayon, bakit si Apple makikipa-collaborate? So the only way is that Sputnik has to be very clear. Why should you collaborate with me? That has to be, and I'm going to teach you now. There is a framework that I always teach entrepreneur. It's called the RUB. R-U-B. Relevant, uniqueness, believability. And relevance is, what is the pain point that you're trying to solve in our collaboration? What do you put on the table? What can you do that I cannot do? And you is uniqueness. Why are you unique? Kasi marami naman eh. Why you? Diba? And believable ka ba? O sinasabi mo lang, may evidence ka ba? So that's a very important thing about collaboration. Kami, we're very choosy with collaboration. And the reason is it has to be brand enhancing. It has to, at the bottom line, we don't want to collaborate because we believe in it. We don't want to collaborate for the sake of collaboration. It has to be very clear. And one of the things that is clear is, when you start screaming, if the potential collaborator is prepared or na preparation, no? Kasi maliwanag sa amin, prepared ba to? Kasi kung hindi prepared, hindi nila masagot. Pag hindi nila masagot kagad, nakakatakot makipag-collaborate. Tuturuan mo pa. Parang hindi kayo equal. You get it? I hope I answered the question. Sure.
Thank you very much for all your questions. And again, maraming salamat, Sir
Okay,
Josiah.
thank you.